And we're going to switch to our other guest here, and my brother is going to take that honor to introduce that guest.
Yes, I want to introduce Brother Kofi Kwatimani, who I had the pleasure of meeting through a mutual friend in front of a hospital, and I didn't know he would have such a profound effect on Atlanta coming here, getting everybody eating raw foods. And he's a professor, a master's, and many other things. A father, a veteran, a writer, an author.
And a live foodist.
Mainly a live foodist. So tell us about the live food and how long you've been on it, and tell us your story.
Actually, I picked up the idea of eating live foods in 1969 when I returned back from Southeast Asia. My experiences over there gave me a greater opportunity to expand my vegetarian concepts to more of a live foods. And I'd like, before attacking onto the foods, I'd like to make sure that everybody understand clearly that live juices are live foods.
Yes.
As a matter of fact,
Yes.
that's the ultimate live foods. And if someone is actually speaking or addressing the concept of eating live foods, the very first thing that they should realize is that their first intake should be live and fresh juices. And once you begin to flood your body with those live and fresh juices, you've then started to activate your blood system. And you know the blood is the cleansing process of the body. It flows throughout, and the juices go into the blood system quickly. And when they go in like so, you then have that extra bit of energy, as well as you flood your immunity system, or should I say your defense system, with the kinds of activities that it needs. Now, live foods, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Bear and I feel like there's absolutely nothing else that we should be consuming on this planet. Basically, in looking at some of the animal world, it gives us sort of a really reality check. When we look at things like the gorilla, who himself is a whole live foodist, and if he was here today, he would be clapping, applauding for the whole idea that we're now talking about the foods of peace. And in actuality, we need to be consuming foods that will make us a lot more peaceful. I'd just like to address Sister Arden's comments. You know, I'm just too pleased to hear her flooding herself with all that good, wholesome live juices. And those players that you're speaking of, I'm a former basketball player, and I played as a live fooder, and I dared anyone to try and do anything with that jump shot. Now, in fact, you get more energy. This is actually a fact. My son is now on a binge. He's juicing and he's picking up weights because he wants to take the challenge. He read something that said that if you are eating fresh vegetables, it's not possible for you to build muscle tone. And he's pumping up like I don't know what. And I asked him why. He said, well, I don't want to prove to them that you can do it with live foods. In fact, live foods can make you as big and as chunky as you want. The only difference is you won't have all that toxic in you, and it'll be actual body mass that's able to be wholesome and healthy to your existence. Now, most of the players, the reason why they pump them up is because they want to make them be a hostile beast, an animal, when they make the attack. It has been proven that, in fact, they can be a gentle, intelligent beast, because the players who get the most accolades are those who use their intellect anyway, and they can be a very intelligent player and get the same effect with less hostility and a little bit more love. And that's what happens when you're eating live foods. You might as well realize that when you're juicing or eating live fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, and grains, that you, beyond a doubt, start to feel a greater sense of love for yourself, and that means a greater sense of love for those whom you encounter. And that's the story on live foods, something that I wish that everyone would get very serious about, because we're talking about health, whole health. And if you want to make sure that you're avoiding those massive sicknesses and disease, then it's a vital necessity that you begin to inculcate those foods into your daily existence.
So how are you helping Atlanta do this?
Well, we came to to perpetuate something very real, and it's growing very fast. As a matter of fact, you're part of that growth.
Yeah.
We have a community of live fooders. We're perpetuating a community of holistic living, and holistic living being the base of what live foods is all about. Now, food is not only what you eat. Food is how you think, how you behave, and how you associate with others. So we're talking about holistic foods, mental, physical, and spiritual digestion of every activity that you deal with. And we're doing that through a holistic institute of brain, body, and spiritual research and development. And what we're doing in that card is to perpetuate the preparing of these live foods, which often give a person a tremendous surprise that, I didn't know this tastes so good.
Okay, we're going to hear more from Kofi and Arden. We're going to go to a break right now. And what we're talking about is live food and live juices. And we have excellent guests here. This is Dr. Richardson with Brother John Richardson. This is WCLK 91.9 FM. And we'll be right back.